book up because it actually applied to what I wanted to talk about this morning.
Amen.
We have Breast Cancer Awareness Month this morning and Domestic Violence Awareness. And while these things do not exclusively deal with women, because there are men who have breast cancer and deal with domestic violence situations, they touch all of us in some way, and the victims typically are women. And so that's kind of why we're focusing on it as the women's group. But this affects all of us at every different level. Somebody who has breast cancer in your life, that it's whether your mother, sister, wife, daughter, that affects you even as a man. And it affects each and every one of us. But it's not, both of these situations are not fair. They're just not fair. It's not, cancer is a horrible thing that touches many lives, and it's not a fair thing to get. But in our lesson today in Sunday school, one of the things that they talked about at the end of our lesson with Simon is that we function better within our comfort zone. We like to be in our comfort zone. We like to, not step outside of that. If we want to go to church and we stay very comfortable right where we are. But God sends us often into unfamiliar or scary places because He has work for us there.
Yes, He does.
And I believe that in those situations when we are given these challenges like breast cancer or being in an abusive relationship, it's because He has work for us there. He's going to use us in the end for good. And sometimes it's hard to see that, but I do believe too that He does not give us more than we can bear. It says it in the Bible. So unfortunately, you are a woman of strength. That He sees that in you, and He has maybe put this upon you because He wants you to use it in the future for good. There's a difference between being strong and having strength, right? And when you are in the midst of battling with breast cancer, if anybody who has had somebody who has been victim to that, you know that they are not physically strong. In fact, all of the strength of their body is sucked away in the treatments that they have to undergo. Same with a woman going through in a domestic violence situation. They are often very physically weak. And not only even their spirit becomes weak because it's a hard place to be in. In both of those situations, it's very difficult. We have we have women though in our church who are women of strength. And they may be strong as well. They have that physical strength, so they're strong. But the really important thing that we want to take away from this is that we want to be women of strength. And I have a poem I wanted to share with everybody that kind of deals with that. And it speaks to both of our awareness pieces that we're talking about this month. A strong woman works out every day to keep her body in shape. But a woman of strength kneels in prayer to keep her soul in shape. A strong woman isn't afraid of anything, but a woman of strength shows courage in the midst of her fear. A strong woman won't let anyone get the best of her, but a woman of strength gives the best of herself to everyone. A strong woman makes mistakes and avoids the same in the future. A woman of strength realizes life's mistakes can also be God's blessings and capitalizes on them. A strong woman walks sure-footedly, but a woman of strength knows God will catch her when she falls. A strong woman wears the look of confidence on her face, but a woman of strength wears grace. A strong woman has faith that she is strong enough for the journey, but a woman of strength has faith that it is in the journey that she will become strong. And I think that speaks to many of the struggles that we have, but especially in these areas that we're focusing on this month with breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness. We have to remember to be a woman of strength, because we're not always going to be strong, but we can always have strength because we have God, and He has blessed us with that. And anything that He's putting us through, you can count it on there being a reason for it. We have some other information that's over here if you're interested on domestic violence and on breast cancer awareness. So anything, there's little hang tags for your shower that you could actually put in there that show you how to do a self-exam. I know that's not something we want to talk about or think about, but it literally saves lives. So make sure that you're doing that, or get your husband to help you, whatever. But somebody needs to be doing a self-exam to make sure that you're getting that taken care of. And before I introduce some real women of strength, I wanted to say thank you to my mother-in-law, and they're not baby pink. Because without her, all of the little goodies that you've received this month would not have been possible. She really spearheaded this whole thing. I'm just the talking head. So she really did all of the hard work, and I really appreciate her, not just for that, but for everything she does. But right now, what I would really like to do is introduce some real women of strength that they prove time and time again, and their dedication to our church is unmatchable. And I would like to introduce Total Praise.